My name is Thomas Smith, and I'm the Executive Director of the American Society of Civil Engineers. I've been married for 24 years to Marcia Mayo Smith, and we have 3 children. I spend most of my time driving kids back and forth, engaged with all of their athletic activities and Boy Scouts. I frequently get asked why I got involved in civil engineering, why I pursued that education, and I think a lot of engineers get asked the same question. And for me, it draws on my childhood, and I look back at everything I did as a child, and it seems that everything I did was pointing me in that direction. I was very involved in building and construction as a child. I had fiddlesticks, I had Legos, I had Lincoln Logs, constantly building and constructing in my house. I have a Bachelor's of Science degree in Civil Engineering from the University of Virginia. I got that in 1986, and then a Master's of Engineering degree in Structural Engineering from the University of Virginia that I received in 1987. As I went through engineering school, it was a great experience and I wouldn't trade it for anything. There was a fair amount of technical depth in my education. I had very little space for humanities, and a lot of the studies that a lot of my friends were doing, I thought it was important at that time, as I look back, that I needed a broader education, and law school was able to do that for me. It also allowed me to mix the 2 different education focuses together, so civil engineering and law, and advanced civil engineering in a different way. I also had the influence of my father, who'd gone to law school. He went on the GI Bill and then had a career working for the FBI. I'm amazed at what he was able to accomplish. He's part of the greatest generation. He fought in World War II. He grew up in the Depression. He's been a tremendous inspiration as far as the values for me, trust, integrity, respect, professionalism, perseverance. At ASCE, we've been advancing sustainability through our sustainability initiative. Here on staff, we've also been making sure that we're advancing sustainability in our own headquarters. Similarly, at my own house, I have a house that was built in the 1970s. I do many of the same things. I've traded out the toilets to make sure that they're using less water, compact fluorescent light bulbs. I have a rain barrel to make sure I'm utilizing water from the rooftop as best I can. I try to ride my bike whenever I can. I can fortunately get on the Washington and Old Dominion Trail, about a 6-mile ride to the office for me. I've served on a number of different boards in my career. Currently, I'm serving on the Board of Zoning Appeals in Fairfax County, Virginia. I'm also on the board of the National Institute of Engineering Ethics, and I've served on many other different committees throughout my career. And these provide great experience for the transition to the service as Executive Director of ASCE, because it involves working with people and making sure that the consensus is obtained. And you can lead folks to a consensus, but ultimately you need to make sure that the minority is heard and that the majority rules, and that everybody supports the ultimate decisions that are made from these boards. ASCE is the global leader advancing civil engineering for the public health, safety, and welfare. So there are really 3 components to that. This first issue is being a global leader. That is critical, I believe, for ASCE as we look towards the future. The second piece, advancing civil engineering, that's why we were established. If you go back to 1852, we were created to advance this profession, to advance civil engineers and to advance civil engineering. The other piece is this public health, safety, and welfare, and that goes back to our Code of Ethics, which is now 100 years old, adopted in 1914. Canon 1 is holding paramount the public health, safety, and welfare. That's what makes civil engineering so important, because it impacts everybody and everything that they do every single day. Ultimately, what ASCE does is bring one voice to this profession. In many ways, I am just your average ASCE member. ASCE members, they have families, they have values, they get active with their community, they're active with ASCE, they volunteer their time, they want to make a difference, they want to improve the environment, they want to do it in a sustainable way, they'd like to see infrastructure improved, they want to see well-equipped, well-prepared engineers, they want to attract a diverse workforce, they want to find more engineers at the K through 12 levels. We all share this in common. That's what engineers, our membership is about, and I'm just your average engineer.